little bit of time off as the season progresses?
I mean, nothing much. I mean, if I could go home, I probably would, just because I don't get to go home too often. I'd probably go watch Westlake play or something, but you know, if I lived a little bit closer than 17 hours away, I probably would go home. But no, I'm just gonna be hanging out and just kind of resting and resting my mind. You know, just kind of getting away from ball for maybe a day. You know, it's 24/7, 7 days a week, and it adds up when you got, you know, a lot going on all the time. So, you know, I think that I kind of like where our bye week's at, you know, halfway through. And, but definitely celebrate this win and then kind of get through. I mean, you know, have a great week of practice all week and come after it and get better. That's the most important thing, is just getting better next week. And then, you know, kind of once we hit Saturday, just kind of take a little reset day.
What was missing, do you feel like, as far as, it seems like I couldn't quite get in the rhythm that you had at times last week, and there were a couple nice drives, but as a whole, do you feel like something was just not quite clicking right today?
Yeah, I mean, they had a great defense. You know, I'm not really sure what it was, but, you know, just little things here and there, a couple bad throws, and I'd say it was probably my most inaccurate day. I think I missed 2 or 3 throws, and you know, I just don't really miss the little throw to Jake that he dropped on his back hip. You know, I'm just that coming out in the first quarter. You know, where I dared it to Tyler. So just kind of, you know, I don't know why. I just wasn't. I have high expectations for myself, so you know, I'm gonna be rethinking those throws all night long. And but you know, we got the best defense in the country. I'll tell you that. We gave them the ball on the 9-yard line, and they didn't come up with points. I mean, how, you know, that's incredible. So, you know, freaking so proud of our defense. I mean, they balled their butts off. I mean, just super proud of them and excited to get the win. I mean, it's fun.
What does it say about the confidence of this offense that you guys were able to make plays when you had to?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't press. You know, I think that if you just look at the last drive of the game, I mean, they got 3 timeouts, minute and a half left or something like that, and we were trying to get a first down. We knew they were going to end up calling their timeouts, and we were trying to get a first down, and I mean, we did. We ended up, I think we got 2 of them, and just. I mean, Hamp Green play of the game, honestly, on that. That's not an easy catch. That ball's coming 1,000 miles an hour at you. He gets down, catches the onside. Great field position. You know, I thought Phil was about to break one of those for a touchdown, but he did a great job. I mean, our offensive line is, I mean, no sacks, no pressures. I mean, they balled out today. Just so proud of them. And, I mean, just to finish like that, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And to finish with that, just, you know, driving down like that and then finishing with the knee, it was good stuff.
What did you see on the touchdown run? It seemed like you obviously made the right call, but were you surprised that it was as open as it was?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of reading the defensive end and seeing if they have a scrape player behind, and the scrape player is kind of more inside the box, so I knew I had an opportunity to. And then he just kind of flew right down the line and pulled it, and all I had to do was kind of outrun the inside backer. And, you know, it's not really something you game plan for. You just kind of always are alert of, you know, obviously most of the time we're going to hand that off, but if they do crash like that, it's an opportunity to pull it. So just kind of trying to keep that defensive end honest.
How much fun is it for you to be able to use your legs?
It was fun. I mean, I feel like I've been able to a lot this last 2 weeks. You know, I think I did a couple more times throwing the ball last week, but I got to kind of get on the edge a little bit and show, you know, that was fun. I mean, it's always fun getting them loose. I'm just kind of waiting to let one loose vertical. That's going to be a good one. So,
how much of that's planned versus you're just making it up as you go?
Excuse me?
How much of that's planned as far as you running?
Oh, I wouldn't say any of them. Maybe like 1 or 2 of them today were actually part of the play. And then there's a few of them where they did a great job kind of dropping 8 into coverage, only rushing 3. Offensive line did a great job up front. And they just kind of covering some stuff up. And, you know, as a quarterback, whenever you kind of get in that situation, you don't really want to hold the ball in the pocket for too long. That's how sacks can happen. So, you know, they're dropping 8 guys for our 4 guys, and that's kind of how big runs can happen. So just kind of reacting and just, you know, our receivers did a great job of either, you know, faking a route off the scramble to kind of pull a guy with them, or blocking downfield to kind of get me some extra yards. So they did a great job after.
Okay, sorry, I've already been asked about this, but in terms of the vertical passing game, didn't seem like it was there, like it was at Syracuse, was something Wake Forest was doing, or just game plan?
Yeah, they were just, they were playing a lot of off stuff. That's kind of their defense, a lot of catchy corners, catchy safeties. They're trying not to kind of get beat over the top. They're trying to collision you at the stem of the route and just, really give them the short stuff. And I think that's how drives get started. That's how drives get going is, just taking what they're giving you. And yeah.
Is there anything in particular you want to work on this week?
It's a great question. I would say just continue to work on red zone. I think we did pretty good on that today, but just continue to work on that. And super proud of our defense the way they handled red zone today. But really just coming out with a lot of energy and not taking an off week. We have an opponent in our minds. We don't play next Saturday, but in our minds we have an opponent in 2 weeks, so we're getting ready for them.
Cade, there's kind of a lot of plays out there today on offense where definitely on your end, make something out of nothing. They brought a lot of edge pressure on you. You had to kind of make something happen to keep the drives going. What was your thought process as the game went on with the pressure just coming from all sides?
Yeah, I think our offensive line did a heck of a job. I'm probably going to take them out to dinner one of these days because, no sacks. That's great stuff. Against a defense that, will kind of be all over the place. But they had a great scheme on the defensive side, but, we did a great job of just kind of making plays when we needed to and find a way to win.
And I talked to Will over there, and he said that him and Phil just kind of found their flow, found the rhythm as the game went on, especially in the second half, made some crucial first downs on drives that kind of seemed to go nowhere, and they just found a way to keep them alive. What are your thoughts on the running back crew as the season's gone on at this midway point?
I don't know what else we need to see from Will and Phil. They're so patient and they're gritty, and when they hit it, and they're, there's not two other guys that I want back there with me every single time. But, offensive line did a heck of a job. You're going to go back and look at this, and they did a great job open up the gaps and letting them go hit it, especially on that last drive and just kind of throughout the whole game. So,
what are your thoughts going into the bye week? 2 big road games in conference play at NC State and Miami. What do you expect to see with those 2 opponents waiting out on the horizon?
Yeah, 2 great opponents, but honestly right now we're just going to celebrate this win. It's hard to win in college football, so we're going to celebrate this, enjoy it today, and then get back after on Monday and see what Coach got for us.
Your thoughts on the defense and how they kind of helped you guys out today?
Best defense in the country, without a doubt. I can say that now, and then they're going to go do it again in 2 weeks, so they got to keep doing what they're doing, and they make us better. They really do. So,